So you want to know how to make the best universe mode in WWE 2K22. I'm going to hop on the game and show you guys exactly how to do that. If you are using universe mode, click on universe mode and click on whichever file you're using. The first thing to do is determine the type of universe mode you want to make. You could make a current era universe mode where your champion is Brock Lesnar. You can throw in occasional legends in there too, like Goldberg and other part-timers as well. Or you can continue from where WWE left off in their storylines. You could do a Legends universe using Legends only. You'd be using people like this guy, Ultimate Warrior, Undertaker, more like this Undertaker, Trish Stratus, and The Rock. You could do Attitude Era, which would give you Road Dogg and Jesse James. You could do Ruthless Aggression, or you can even do Golden Era, which would give you, if I could find him, this guy. You could do NXT exclusive, AEW exclusive, WCW, anything like that. Or you could do what I like to do, which is basically a mix of everything. Then you want to pick your shows, and in this case I'm going to use Raw and SmackDown, and then you do your draft, and as you can see, my number of matches that I like to use is 7 for Raw and SmackDown. I like to use 50 participants each show. If you're doing NXT, I have 5 matches and 35 participants. And this can vary based off of your personal preference. Here are some methods of drafting. You can do a draft in the game, which would be kind of hard, but you have the list of people set right here, and you can keep track of them using Google Docs. Or you can do even your notes app. You can grab a friend that helps you draft back and forth wrestlers. I have a suggestion for you though. What I like to do, draft women first. Just select the women you want on Raw, SmackDown, NXT. Just draft the women first. And then you can go ahead and draft tag teams. You can go into tag teams and delete some tag teams, make new tag teams, and then go ahead and draft your tag teams on each show. And then when you're done with the tag teams, then you start to draft your single superstars. Now I want to walk you through the universe mode settings, and I'm going to go to options right here. You can turn auto rivalries off, but if you do that, you're going to miss out on specific cutscenes in universe mode, and you're going to have none of these on. If you turn it on, you can have the ability to turn these off individually or on individually, whatever you want, and you can have certain ones on and certain ones off. If you don't want anyone to get injured and you want people to get injured on your time, turn this off. And if you're a YouTuber, I would say maybe turn off show intro as well, but if you're not and you like watching the show intro, then yeah, maybe keep it on. Now your pay-per-view lineup. In game, look at how crazy it looks. It looks insanely unorganized, but that's just the way the game made it. I would put my pay-per-view on the 4th of every Sunday, like how Night of Champions has it, but I would do that every single Sunday. And if you use NXT, I would put it on the 2nd week of whatever instead of the 4th week. Or you could do the honorable thing, you know, maybe delete some pay-per-views and only have a certain amount of pay-per-views per year. Like I said, my matches per show is usually from 5 to 7 and it ranges. NXT is 5, SmackDown is 7. For pay-per-views, I like to keep it at 7. However, SummerSlam could be a little bit more, maybe 9. And WrestleMania can just be the maximum amount of matches you want. If you want to add matches outside of universe mode, go for it. And like I said, roster size, maybe 40 to 50 wrestlers. You don't necessarily want to overcrowd your wrestlers, but again, that's up to you. And for shows like NXT, I have it as under 50. Now, I want to suggest to you guys something if you're going to use cause, so I'm going to back out of universe mode for a second. Download renders for your cause, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that. Go to online and you go to community creations and you go to downloads. Then you're going to want to go over to image. For any CAW that you downloaded, you're going to want to download a custom portrait, and it has to say custom portrait or else it doesn't work. I'm going to do one for Bryan Danielson right here. I'm going to hit download. Then you're going to want to go to creations, superstar, edit custom superstar. Here I have Bryan Danielson. I'm going to hit edit. Go down to personal information. Go to custom images. Hit Bryan Danielson. And then hit accept and hit accept again. And select it for your slot. Make sure you select it for Universe Save Slot 1 as well. And hit save. It'll ask you if you want to save again. Yes, hit continue. I forgot to mention titles, but all I'm going to say about that, I tend to like having 4 titles on each show at least. Or I wouldn't say at least. 3 is fine, but 4 really at most. I don't know which one I would get rid of here. And the Money in the Bank doesn't count as a title, so you can keep Money in the Bank. But I like to have 4 titles per show, no matter what show it is. However, that can vary based off of you. Now, in terms of promos, yes, you can use promos. The problem with the in-game promos is that they are not very accurate to the characters most of the time. You remind me a lot of myself.
Okay, take we're not saying this stuff.
So I say this because deep down I actually kind of like you. Oh, are you falling in love with The Rock?
Oh,
okay. So what's The Rock got to say to that?
Oh my god.
Hold up. Stop right there. Are you implying, maybe suggesting that you want a match with me or a relationship with me? Yeah, so The Undertaker fell in love with The Rock in my game, so technically that probably wouldn't work unless you're trying out some sort of other gimmick. So yeah, I would recommend creating your own promos. As for storylines, make sure it's something new and fresh and something that nobody's ever seen before. Make new tag teams, catchphrases, do some brand versus brand stuff, especially if you're playing with a friend. That's basically it. For those of you guys who don't know, I have a podcast called The Inspo Show. That is in the description. You guys can go listen to that on Spotify. You can also go ahead and buy my merchandise down below. That would be awesome. I have a video guide on promos from back in 2K20 if you guys want to go ahead and check that out too. Thank you guys for all the support within the last couple of years of my YouTube channel. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you all for watching.